A little bit of a late start this morning. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Halfd0rk. I had to reset up my camera, and it's still not in a perfect position. See if I can adjust it real quick. If not, we'll move on. Perfect. So everyone, today is Friday? I'm acting surprised, I suppose. I didn't really get to do much of anything yesterday. I was helping my friend. Long story short, he had a band performance, and I promised I would record it for him. And so I did it, and now I never have to do it again. But I probably will. He's still my friend. Yo, Keeper Top Shot, what up? Good May. Go West. Happy Friday. Woke Zombie, how's it going? Yeah, I had a bit of a delay. Mainly setting my camera up, and this white frame should go away, but we'll see. SSK Wolf, what up? Good morning. Solar G, good morning. Hope you're all doing well. So, where we last left off, we were kind of exploring just random mechanics that we had discovered, I suppose. I still want to find a cool use for this, you know, with the rarity V effect. Or no, I'm sorry. This is message broadcaster interacting with an invincible object. And so I think we can find some cool uses for it. If anyone has ideas for it, would love to explore them. But my first one was like making a waterfall, and then I just kind of started excessively adding more. Oh yeah, and then I did finish my monochrome human. So we could always, I guess, finish the weapon. So the monochrome human was, I was actually rendered it out, and there was a couple bugs with it, so I have to re-render it, and that took a bit of time. So we'll see what happens there. D-Electronics, thanks for the resub, dude. Always a pleasure. But good morning, one and all. Thanks for joining me today. I'm looking for things to do. So if anybody wants to explore a certain mechanic, now's a good time to put in the suggestion. But we've got tons of options, I would say. And tons of room So I want to probably start something on this next level down. But tell me about whatever you're working on. If you guys have something you want to share, or if you want to keep secrets. Alright then, keep your secrets.
Alright then, keep your secrets.
Hey, whoa. So, that being said, D-Electronics, welcome again to VIP. I actually forgot to give you something. It's a green name tag with your little avatar here. Boop, boop, boop. Let me just do that before I forget. I think that's all you needed. But hope you're all having a nice day. Thanks for joining. Oh man, my camera keeps drifting. Let's see if I can fix it real quick. Perfect. The weight of it causes it to just slowly drift down. But again, yesterday I was out the entire day because I was helping my friend record his band at a live performance, which was fun. I had a good time, but it was literally a 12-hour event. Mainly because we had to drive. It was like a 3-hour drive there and a 3-hour drive back. But that's what friends are for, right? Well, welcome everyone. Yep. Nervex, good morning. What's up, dude? Okay, so I'm going to start building out a little more stairs here. What up, Tom? DJ AJ. Test, the electronics test. I have to give you your VIP, my sir. Oh. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Your name should change eventually here. Refresh. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! So I'm gonna build down here. And then I'm gonna probably open up this entire floor. Other things we might work on would be Fungus Among Us. Always plenty to do with Fungus Among Us. And then Runeblade. I'm actually probably going to revisit it. It'll be one of the games I publish on my land. Will be Runeblade. But I do also want to buy a couple more assets before we start on Runeblade. Much honor. Much D-Electronics. Welcome in. Hey, Panda Pops, what's up? Panda, are you excited for D&D?
How much time did you spend here? This is crazy good.
So I'm wondering, how do I give you... Boop. I know you're excited, Panda. Sure as frig am. That's what we like to hear. I did get a lot of writing in yesterday. At least, you know, like I have a good sense of the story. And I have a good sense of, like, what each character might want to do. Not everyone had, you know, backstory stuff. Good May. Hi, Zumsy. What up, Nick Skull? Good morning, everybody. Miss Potts. Oh, there we go, Delectronics. You got your green name now. Also, my camera, I hope, has stopped drifting. It's slowly going south. It's just, it's as heavy it is, and it's like hanging from my shelf here. Yo, Archer Flu, what up? Good morning. Oh, Panda, if you have it, I'll try my best to use it, but it is not mandatory. As we saw, having things like those were nice, but they're not necessary. They are not necessary. And so I think everybody kind of got the impression, namely from Joe, who was overprepared because he had a character that he had thought about. Like it became like this almost essential part of making a character, and it's not. It's not essential. Okay, so I should have wrote down the things I wanted to do, because now I can't remember. I would love to keep exploring, like, boss mechanics. So that might be something we do. We'll use Nervex's Cyberpunk Patrolman. What else could we use? Ooh, I like the emotes, Archer Flu. Wogue Zombie, haven't been talking to Touche. So, he said we'll start like next month, and that was before he went on his trip. But I know he's excited about, adding his own personal touches. But yeah, we'll probably be starting next month on Touche's input. Good question, though. Did a little more backstory. Ooh. Hey, if you've got it, Panda, I will take it. Yo, Metaverse guy, what up? Got a Vox Edit question? Sure. Go ahead and fire. Fire away! I'll go ahead and boot up Vox Edit just to have it in the background. But, yeah. I've got... Still waking up over here. Hope you're all having a nice Friday so far. Don't forget, Fridays happens to be our D&D day. And that's at 7 p.m. UTC. Roughly 6.5 hours from now. We got a slow start, but I really want to pick something to start working on. So maybe an idea will hit me if I just stare into the soul of this patrolman. It is, Panda. We have...
What do you want to do tonight?
We started... Oh my gosh. Try to take over the world. What up, 9A? We have started before at 8 p.m. and that was a one-time thing. I think 7 p.m. was the original start time. And then we were like, oh, but can we start, an hour late? I'll go ahead and send out a message in our Discord group. I'm fairly sure. Okay, cool. Confirmed. So the other day we were working on this patrol path. So one thing that we saw in the Monochrome streams, in Codazine streams, was if you were detected by one of these patrols, it would kill the player, causing them to respawn. So that was the mechanic. Instead of like fighting, you're avoiding detection, kind of like in a Zelda game. So that might be a fun exploration of a mechanic. So I think that might be something we work on today. Never played it, but you make it seem fun. Well, that's good to hear, D-Electronics. And Metaverse Guy has a question about Vox Edit. So let's just hop over into Vox Edit and see if we can help with this. And this goes for anyone. If you have questions that you would like us to explore here on my stream, I am more than happy to do so. It makes me feel productive. And it helps you. It's 2 birds, 1 stone. Metaverse Guy is trying to export a back equipment with an animation which works in T, but when I export the animated group does not work because it's exported for the idle animation. So, Metaverse Guy, I think I can help you with this. And so what we'll do is I'm going to save and exit the maker here. And then that way I can enter in faster. But a back piece, you're saying. So that would mean the chess piece, right? So we're going to go into here. We'll make a back. And yeah, Panda is the pro. She's amazing. Voxel artist, boop, 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 as you all know. So listen to her.
I'm amazing. Voxel artist. Boop, 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 boop.
So what we're going to do is we're going to hop into this template here. And you had suggested that you had an animated back piece for back, but yes, that template. Okay, cool. Confirmed. So what we're going to do is we are going to just customize this very slightly. And we can see here that there are already pieces for the back. So here's what I've found to be the solution for any animated equipment. And that's making a new child node. So these red, like triangles here, those are essentially the locked template. So what you'll do is instead make child nodes off of them. And so all of your stuff you've probably already made, something with animation is likely attached to one of these. And so that's going to cause it to break in a sense. So what we'll do is we're going to create child nodes, probably off of the lowest child. So this will be a cape. We're going to make a cape. The rest of it, we're just going to kind of hide. So I'm going to unlink the VXMs from everything else. Like, I don't want this belt. I don't want that. That ain't mine. We'll make a new VXM. This will be, it'll be a 3-part cape. So we'll do cape 1. And what color is it going to be? Green. You already know. So we'll go ahead and just make it flat like this. We'll go ahead and crop it. Put this on the floor and the center. And then I'm going to remove bits and pieces of it. Yo, hi y'all. What up? Moisten, welcome in. Froggity Frog, Ribbit. How you doing? So I'm going to take the select tool. Is there a name for this? Screen rect tool. I'm about to wreck my screen. And then with the eraser, we'll move it. We're making a cape, so we want it to be like bendable. So we're going to add animations to it. So I'll go ahead and crop it with a size like that. And so with our cape, I have this node here that I've labeled cape. So I'm going to make 3 child nodes off of it. Cape 1, cape 2, backslash, because fat finger, and cape 3. And whether or not, you know, this is correct is part of the stream experience here at Halfd0rk. I don't know if I'm right. I just act like I'm right and hope for the best. No wonder people could answer so quickly. Ah, well, D-Electronics, I try my best to make sure you guys are heard. Everyone here deserves attention. Excuse me. So, again, this is our cape. now that we have like a decent shape here, even though this is just for examples purposes, my OCD kicks in. It's like, you know what? If it's gonna be a cape, we should probably give it some flappies. You know, it's gonna have like a nice outline. Kermit the Frog here. You know, I've always wanted to be a superhero, and so a cape is literally the first thing you need to be a superhero. So yeah, it's pretty nice. I like it. So I'm gonna go and duplicate that, and we'll make cape 2. So with cape 2, we're gonna just adjust the shape a little bit. We'll do something like this. A little something like that. Go a little, we'll use the face tool, and we'll add a couple more shapes to it. Like so. Make sure we crop it. And then we're gonna attach that to the cape 2. Move it into place. Like so. Probably make it a little bit smaller. It's a pretty nice cape there, Halfd0rk. Something like that. Your Mackie voice. Hey Tom, what up? How's it going? Dang it, my camera is still drifting. I don't want to hunch today. I had to take my camera down so I could use it. And so now it's resetting or drifting. It's getting worse. I'll just adjust it like so every once in a while until it falls, and then I'll cry. I don't want to cry. Not on stream, at least. That would be embarrassing. Okay. So we've got 2 capes. We've attached them like so. Let's go ahead and make a 3rd one. And this is going to be like the tassels at the bottom. We're going to go extra special shape here. And I'm going to use the line tool just to get a little bit more angly. Like this. Yeah, it's perfect. And then erase tool. Crop it. Save. Bada bing, bada boom. And then we want to move it into place. And now that we have our cape, which literally looks like, I don't know, a giant leaf. I'm now getting ideas though for like a cool character. So this is a good suggestion, Metaverse guy. You've inspired me. You've jump-started my creativity today. So I am in your debt. So we have our animation here. We want it all to be attached to the idle, as far as I know. And so what we'll now do is we'll add like a little bit of a loop, and we can do as long as we want with this idle because everything is attached to this cape node. So again, just from the start, we had all of these default nodes. And so we didn't want to touch any of the default nodes. Instead, we made our own node called cape, and then we added 3 nodes to it. And I think we actually kind of walked through this example of animated equipment before, and we had tried to make the auras, if you guys recall what the auras are. Who, like, it's like Trance made those. And yeah, welcome in, Tom. Good morning. Game Maker's Forever Experience is still loading. Oh no, Panda. I hope nothing breaks. Metaverse, should you always work on the animations in idle? Well, Metaverse guy, you could at least copy those keyframes. So if you've made them in T-pose, keep them in T-pose and copy the frames. That's a good habit to get into. Is like when you're happy with your animations, happy with the positions, you can copy them from T to idle. The T, I would say, is more of the placement of an asset. So, for example, if I were to drag and drop this from my inventory into the Game Maker for a player to collide with and pick up, like a collectible, I believe that's when the T pose is used. However, with idle, that's when the player is actually wearing it. So it's a little bit of both, I'd say. But, okay. So now that we have our cape here, we can animate it. So I'm going to just give it a little shimmy here. A little shimmy shake. We're going to twist and turn it a bit. And we want to make sure the pivot point is kind of attached up here to his neck. And we're just going to kind of fake it. I could obviously just go into the cape part here and then adjust the pivot point manually. So to do that, it's this tool right here. So the pivot point, and then we'll just manually put it literally at the top. And then we'll just have to adjust everything. But this will help us in our animation, so it's worth it. So we'll save it. And then that means we will need to readjust the keyframes for everything. But again, this will help us in the long run. So we have our pivot point now at the base of the neck. And I've readjusted everything here. Great. And I can now right click this keyframe, copy, select the last one, paste. And so we'll go ahead and start adding animations again. We're going to rotate it. We'll do like a couple degrees. And so one thing to note is my capes could be hierarchy structured a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is drag them all onto cape that's before it. And so again, that's breaking certain things, but that's okay. We can now adjust the pivot points again before we continue. These are the types of things you'll encounter, basically like obstacles where it's like, oh, I did it wrong, but I'm learning. That's what I tell myself. I did it wrong, but I'm learning. Hyena, what's up, dude? Good Wawan. Good Wawan. Good morning, Spockiest Snickles. So, again, we're making the pivot point in the middle and at the top. So that's the idea here. I've selected the second piece of the cape, middle and top, and so that way, when I'm back in the animator part of Vox Edit, it's going to kind of bend at that point. So when I rotate it, it's going to look legit. And of course, I set it up to make it look cool before fixing those pivot points. And so this is me, yeah, sucking again. Yep, this is me sucking again. Sorry about that, everybody.
We just go, woohoo!
Woohoo!
I'm so excited!
So excited. So now, we'll see when we bend it. It should bend at that point that we just set up. And so that's important for our animations. So that's why I wanted to go back and show it. Because otherwise, our animations would look wonky. Like, not good like Willy the Wonka, but wonky. So again, grabbing the pivot point, that's the pivot point tool here, underneath the eyedropper. And my camera, I'm probably going to be trying to tweak a lot. I had to take it down.
This person is a pro. Like,
This person is a pro.
How much time did you spend here? This is crazy good.
Oh, what's going on in Patois Jamaican dialect? Oh, well, Hyena, I learned something new today. That's cool. Archiflu, good use of emotes. The electronics too. But memes. Okay. Slap. I love Keepers. Keepers is a good one to wake up to. Just a quick slap if I'm dozing off. Alright, so we got our pivot point, top center. We then go back into the animator, we fix it. Attaching it in whatever way looks natural.
This person is a pro. Like,
A pro.
how much time did you spend here? This is crazy good.
And now we'll look again at our keyframes. I'm going to go ahead and delete the 3 that I made earlier. And then just go back to the end here and click this button, which will give them all fresh keyframes. And now we'll animate it. So we're going to start bending it. And we can see now the full cape works.
Amazing. Voxel artist.
Boop, 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 boop. And so each piece of my cape, I can alter the deal. So, do I have too many memes, guys? Is it possible to have too many memes? Cool. So our cape now bends awkwardly. We want it to bend heroically. Like there's a wind. Like I'm constantly farting and pushing the cape butt outward. Because that's how capes work. That's how they flap in the wind. Maybe we'll give it a little rotation here. Nope, too much rotation. I mean, for the sake of this example, it's good. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, keep your top shut. Well, I like the memes you guys come up with. I think I add new memes trying to find, you know, the next... what's the word? Thing that makes us laugh. The next viral Halfd0rk sensation. So, for our example, we've animated this cape. I hope that was clean enough of an example. So, now that we have our idle all set up, I'm going to go ahead and copy our remaining keyframes here. And we'll paste them onto the T-pose, because otherwise it would look like this. So I'm holding down Control, drag selecting, in order to select more than one keyframe. And so we have our idle, which has the animation attached to it, and the T-pose, which is just static. We'll go ahead and File, Export to Marketplace. We'll get this fancy cape. So fancy. I'll log into my MetaMask, make sure I say my passphrase out loud. Sunrise, Exhibition, Belt Road.
This person is a pro. Like, how much time did you spend here? This is crazy good.
Crazy good. Guys, never say your passphrase to anyone. Not even me. I don't want it. We'll go into Firefox. We'll add cape. Cape. Version 1. Failed to create asset, not authenticate. I don't think I was signed in, that's why. Gosh, gee willikers. Okay, we're good. Cape. Edit asset. City hero. Catalyst, common, luck. Continue. Save as draft. It's cool. So there's my ghost pipe. I still think that's kind of neat, but it's kind of dumb. It's a little bit of both. So we'll go back into the game maker. We'll now open up our testing site and explore that cape. So Metaverse guy, I hope that helped you. I did 3 seconds, just because, for the sake of an example. You can do as long as you want. You could do 18 seconds. You could do just a looping 2-frame animation if you wanted. Okay, so where is this portal? I'll go ahead and drop the cape on the ground. Huh, I'm getting the ghost effect with this one too. I wonder why. It doesn't do that with like half of my equipment. So like armor. So like this is another equipment. Also, I wonder why this one's on the ground. Was that your monochrome avatar? Yeah, you want to see it? I'll drop him on the ground. Dext. Pretty proud of him. I do have to fix his mustache, because I rendered him and his mustache was a little bit wrong. Like, you can see he's got a little nose booger right there. Love it. Right? He looks dorky. Nice texturing? You think so? Thanks. You're just saying that, D-Electronics. If you want to get on my good side, you're already there. So we can add our cape here in the avatar global parameters. We can see it's loading. It's crashing. Is it crashing because of my cape? I don't think so. But it is crashing, ironically, at the same time. So, we do need to Alt F4 here. You know, sometimes Game Maker just needs a break. Oh, got a smooze a creator coin now that you got VIP. Hey, yo. Yeah, D-Electronics, you got the fast track. Magic is healing. Luck is also crafting. Interesting, Panda. Those are some nice beans. I hope everybody is reading what Panda says. Everything she says is beans. Alright, we're booting up Game Maker again. I think the crash was like a one-time thing. Maybe I just dropped the bomb. Dropped the ball. Sounds good, 9A. Thanks for popping in, saying hi. A backpack with an animated gun on top of it that fires over the shoulder. That sounds awesome, Metaverse guy. If you have a gun, it's just keep in mind it's like an automatic loop. Like you don't have a way to activate it, which I think you've already noticed. But yeah, that sounds cool. You have a new t-shirt, Panda. Is this on Twitter? If you could drop a link, I'll like, comment, and subscribe. Oh no, Sparky. Your hoodie's hood was too much. So like too many faces? That sucks. Okay, so we didn't save with the cape. So I'm going to add the cape again. We do want to look at it. So, interesting enough, I don't know why it has this ghost avatar. This is the second time I've gotten this bug. Other equipment just doesn't do that. So let's, we enter into the game. Okay, it's not crashing now. But we can see that there's a problem with our loop. Maybe I didn't close the loop correctly. We can take a look. There's a good chance I just didn't close it. It was also cycling between idle and T, which is really weird when I exported it. So it was like, maybe it's because my idle and T pose have different timing. So it needed to both be at 3 seconds. Metaverse guy with the sub. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. But it looks as though both idle and T were like merging together. Oh, D-Electronics, what the? With the 2 subs. Thanks, dude. You're too kind, D-Electronics. Thank you. And so Panda, I was lurking. I need to see what you did to that avatar to get the avatar to appear. So yeah, Panda, this is an interesting bug. This is the second time it's happened to me. The first time was with my pipe, and so I actually wanted to keep this because I thought it was like a one-time deal. So I was like, oh look, it's a ghost holding a weapon. And then whenever you put it down, the ghost disappears. And so the cape's doing the same thing now. But this time, our cape is cycling between the T pose and the idle. So there might be just something off about how I'm exporting things. But before we continue, I want to equip it on my avatar again, because I think that was crashing my game. So let's find out. Cape. Okay, so we can actually see now the cape is looping correctly. And it's animated. So I hope this answers your question, Metaverse Guy.
Good question.
Good question. But I also want to try and fix this while we're looking at it, where the cape, at least the idle one that I'm not wearing, is kind of, it has a busted loop. Because you can see it kind of glitch in that last frame. Also, my character here is sliding on the ground. Very impressive. Look at him go. You must die! I must remove you. VOX! What up, yo? Hope you're all having a nice Friday. Right now, we're trying to fix this cape that we added just to test animated equipment. D-Electronics! Thank you so much. Keeper Top Shot, welcome to Team Green. I should start saying that. It's good branding. Welcome to Team Green. And D-Electronics, I'm gonna make you a meme. Because you are financially supporting me at this point, so thank you. Do I need to call you Daddy? Daddy Electronics? Because I will. I have no shame. What is shame? Okay, so what I had just done behind the scenes was I added a keyframe at the end of the T. So now our T pose also is 3 seconds long. And that's simply because I had the 3 second long cape animation. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back out of the Game Maker. So we'll be back on the title page. Daddy is reserved for the highest of honors. Okay. So how about Papa? Or just Dad? And Woke Zombie, you also had the bug. Ooh. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we can recreate it somehow. Because I'm curious how it's happening. So again, default animation, idle is fine. You could pick either, I suppose. But I think idle is probably the better option. We'll replace our cape. This will be version 2. Generally speaking, and you know, this is how my workflow might be different for you, what works. But I'll rename it depending on, rename the description depending on, you know, what version I'm using. That way I can just track. And then when I've finalized it, I'll usually add like some sort of quotation or description. So this one will be Kermit the Frog here. I'm a superhero. I kind of like having like quotations as my descriptors. Kind of like, it's just corny. It's dorky. And now back into the Sandbox Maker. We'll boot it back up. Ooh, nice Metaverse Guy. Restart the animation process. And yeah, all you have to do is copy it. You won't have to restart it so much, but do keep in mind the child parenting was the secret for what you were trying to do. Because you didn't want to edit the original nodes that came with the template. Instead, you would add nodes to the originals, and then you can animate those. Closing and opening Vox edit made the ghost disappear. That's right, Woke Zombie. I did unlink everything, Panda. It shouldn't even show like that. Interesting. Well, it does appear that our loop is still incorrect, because it's looping in between the idle and the T-pose, which is so strange. Like, it shouldn't do that at all. But when we're wearing it, it loops correctly, only using the idle animation. But we can see on the left side of the screen, our cape is looping between two animations, which it should not. Just go into edit mode and delete them. So you don't... Okay. Mine. Kermit the Frog here. Yo, Toby, what up? How it do? How it do? How are you? Alright, so let's take a look here. We have our various different nodes. And so these were the originals. The equip and the extras. Equip extra. Equip extra. And then on the back extra, I added a new node, the cape. I could attach that to a different node and see what happens. So instead of the extra back, I did onto the cape. But what Panda's suggesting is not removing these nodes here. So what I can do is just add them and then delete them as she was suggesting and see if that improves things. But what I'll also do is restart Vox Edit because I think Woke Zombie has a point. It's something about the Vox Edit software itself that's getting caught up. And so I'm still going to do what Panda suggested. So I'm just going to delete everything. And rather than unlink them, so the asset's still linked, I'm just going to instead use the erase tool and delete the voxels inside of it. So we'll use the rect tool and the eraser tool, just remove it all. Same with the back piece here. And we'll save, and I'm going to go ahead and restart Vox Edit. And you think attach the top of the cape to the back node. Okay, I'll do that when I restart. Bruh. Oh, yeah, Dilictonks, that'd be nice. Like to have a... Hair would have to be a separate node, I would say, for that, Dilictonks. You did do that, says Metaverse Guy. Cool, cool, cool. So what Panda says is to attach the top of the cape to the main back node. So this is the top of the cape. Equip back. I'll go ahead and remove my extra cape node here. Delete. We still have our animation intact. And so all the child nodes are an extra node off of the main back piece. We've also restarted our Vox Edit. I'm going to go ahead and leave Game Maker so we can re-export this without any problems. So we're exporting to Marketplace. It does appear to have fixed it. So, do we want to try and recreate it, Panda? So we did fix it. Pro.
Amazing. Voxel artist.
Amazing voxel artist. So, just trying to recreate it now. I want to attach the cape to a new node. So a fake node. So our fake cape node. So this is just me trying to recreate it at this point. And so now I'll try exporting it again. It looks to be still working fine. So I think the extra control node, that's what I was using this for, Panda, and everyone else out there. Panda and friends. I was using that fake control node just to have as another way to animate the entire thing. Whoop. And so it looks like that's not the problem, but I'll go ahead and leave and come back. And so the cape will re-export. And so it's fixed in the thumbnail, which, technically speaking, also fixed it in the game. We'll go to cape. Save as draft. So they can't be trimmed with 0. Oh, I see, Panda. So we can't have an empty asset and it can't be trimmed to be nothing in it. Interesting. So it does appear that this idle cape might still be swapping between the animations, though. No, it fixed itself. Okay, cool. I just had to put it back on the map. I believe it's normal now. Darn it, I want my buggy cape. Where's my buggy cape? These might make cool platforms. They're kind of small. Also, the collisions are weird. Maybe not. Worth a try. But okay, there's the cape. That was a pretty productive morning, I should say so. This character here, I want him to detect the player. And when he detects the player, it's going to kill me. So we watched Codazine do this in the stream, although I didn't catch him breaking it down. So I'm going to have a mental breakdown and then proceed to solve that problem. Oh wait, you guys can't see what I'm talking about. Oh no! So yeah, I was talking about things I was showing in Game Maker. Anyway, the cape works perfectly. So if we jump into the Game Maker, you'll see it cycles normally. It just had weird collision, so I was just playing with the collision. So Metaverse guy would make a child node for the backpack. Yeah, as long as none of your nodes, your new animated nodes, are attached to the main nodes. And, as Panda suggested, having the actual asset attached to, like, linked to those main nodes, I think is also part of the solution. So just to visually show you what I'm talking about, rather than just explaining it. We had the equipped chest, the equipped back, and the equipped belly. This is all for the chest template. So what we did was we went into the default parts and we just completely erased all the voxels inside of it. Cropping it doesn't do anything at this point. But all it is an invisible, aka zero voxel asset that we have it linked to those default slots. Good morning, Bengali. Afternoon and or evening. What up, Bengali? Working in a second plane, asks Toby. So a second plane. Default. What up, dude? Hey, yo, hey, yo, hey, yo. So Toby asks, second plane. So the best way I can describe or try to understand what you're describing is like a second plane. We have 3 planes up here at the top. So you have 21, 10, and 10. So this is the x-axis, which we can see is like the side to side, the left to right. We have the y-axis. This plane would be the up and down. And then finally, the Z or Z axis, which is front to back. Are those the planes you were talking about, Metaverse? Or Toby? So drawing the outline in 2D. I think what you're describing, maybe these buttons here might help you. Because those will allow you to work on your planes a little bit more accurately. Know what I mean? But I can try to help you as best as I can, Toby. I'm unsure of what you are talking about. That's it? Okay, Toby, great. Well, golly, we had made a cape and we had broken it. We had actually found we recreated a bug that I thought was unique to one of my assets. And so I think it had something to do with VoxEdit not registering these template pieces because they had empty nodes. But we haven't been able to recreate it. As much as I want to, I mean, we could try to recreate it. Go into templates. We'll start from the same point. So it's going to be back to, this will just be a red cape. And again, I'm going to kind of walk through that process. Yeah, Metaverse guy, glad to help. No worries, dude. Get something out from Monochrome. I hope it goes well. I love to see the backpack gun when you're done with it. Tag me on Twitter if you want to. Can you straighten that head? Okay, cool. All right. My stomach hurts. Don't worry, guys. I'll mute my farts. What a weird thing to say on stream. So, I wanted to just completely unlink everything. And so now I'm going to try and add a node. So we're going to create a child node. This will be cape. And then we'll just make cape 1 here. This is just for testing. I want to see if I can recreate that ghost bug. So this one, I'm just going to make it super simple. We'll crop it. Set to floor, set to center. And then put it at the top. The pivot point at the top is important because it's a cape. It's basically going to be flapping around behind your neck. And so this is the only asset that's going to have a pivot point. Or an asset linked to it, I should say. So I'm going to save it, export to Marketplace. So it looks to be fine. Looks to be fine. But what if I add a couple keyframes? So we'll add a keyframe. And we'll adjust it a little bit. Doop. We'll save, export to Marketplace. Seems to be fine. So I honestly can't tell you why it broke before. But I just wanted to see if we could fix it or break it again. Alright guys, there is something we do usually around this time. You already know what it is. But can anybody guess? Woke Zombie, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me with a good time, Woke Zombie. Woke Zombie, will you share your syringe with me? Tom Voxel, you've guessed it. Our two-time reigning champion, Tom Voxel, in the chat. Don't worry, guys. I have sabotaged his marble. He has no chance. So I'm actually going to do a long one, because I'm going to go use the restroom. So this is going to be a 5-minute race. I'll make sure you guys have adequate dance music. Let's see here. Adequate dance music. Hopefully it's not a bad song. Okay, everyone, do exclamation point play if you want to play. Welcome in, everyone. Hey, Nihal, what's up? You won the purple portal, Tom Voxel. That's awesome. Congrats. Oh, that's true, Panda. I have your name written down. I am distributing marbles and creator coins, I mean. So I need to distribute from the last 3 days. But whoever wins this race earns a creator coin. So... Ooh. Let's see here. We've got some settings. I'll keep names on, HUD on. Swap camera. So I'd like for it to just auto do the camera. We'll see what happens. Alright guys, you'll want to join in by doing exclamation point play. I guess I'll join too. Speed boost. Okay, we're gonna start it. We got 15 people in. Oops. Apply. Close. Settings. There we go. Start. Why is it doing 0-1? So is it going to auto do the camera? Nope, it looks like I have to stay here. Alright, keep your top shot. Currently in the lead. Tom Voxel close behind. Tom, stop cheating. Keep your top shot, maintaining his lead. Woke Zombie now taking an early turn there. Oh my, Woke Zombie now taking the lead. Nervex close second. SSK Wolf close behind. Nervex and Woke Zombie are now neck and neck here. Ooh, Solar G, Nihal, all vying for first place here. Nervex still maintaining his lead, though. Not even boosting. Tom, that's what I would tell people, too. Hey, RD, what up? What up? So we got Tom, Solar G, Nervex, Nihal, Default, SSK Wolf, and Metaverse Guy. Tom taking the lead once again. Ooh, someone had asked about the custom avatars. I'll show you right after this. But yeah, Nihal, I will show you. Feel free to remind me if I forget. The Race Master. Okay, we got SSK Wolf pulling ahead. Pulling ahead of the pack. The alpha leader here. Woo! That's the sound wolves make, right? Woo! Woo! No boosts? True, Tom. I don't think a boost would turn on. I was just pulling your leg. Where is Bongali? Where are you? There you are, Bongali. You're in a close 8th. Can I boost you specifically? So there was a key binding for left shift was boost. I think that's just for camera. Oh, cool. So I can free ball it. Pun intended. So we got Nervex, Solar G, Tom Voxel. Look at him go. So we got Nervex, Tom, Solar G. SSK Wolf here. Nice aerial view. I'll try and place obstacles in Tom Voxel's path, so everybody else has a chance. Halfd0rk now taking the lead. I think that's going to be it. We have a winner. Halfd0rk, congratulations. Well done. GG! You've won yourself a creator coin. Not quite as valuable as the purple portal, but still valuable in my heart. But congratulations there, Halfd0rk. If I don't have your wallet address, I will be sending you a form as soon as the stream is over. I have a list of people that I need to send out some creator coins to. And we have a form for that. But congratulations there. And so if you guys didn't know what creator coins do, you can exchange one for your favorite meme. So if you have a meme in mind, or a Twitch clip such as Tom's.
Hey, Tom Voxel, how are you? Welcome, buddy.
Tom Voxel.
Tom Voxel himself.
Tom Voxel's here. And so we can attach a command to your name, expending that creator coin, allowing you to have a neat way to introduce yourself into my stream. And then, if you'd like, you could also save up 5 creator coins and earn yourself a custom 1 out of 1 NFT, which I have a gallery in mind for those in my social hub. So everyone who makes a custom 1 out of 1 NFT by expending 5 creator coins is going to be placed in my social hub. And it's like I'll actually show you. I will show you. Because I have an example. I used King Crypto and Vvox as my examples. So, goodbye, marbles. And before I forget, Nihal had asked about our avatars down at the bottom. So, those of you that have not set up an avatar, here's how. You'll want to go to my Twitch page, which you're probably already here. Hi, Halfd0rk. Hey! Let's see if he waves back at me. Oh, look! Oh, what a nice guy. Alright, so you'll scroll down here, and you'll see a Stream Avatar section here. You'll need to grant permissions. There should be a button that says grant permissions. And then you should already have accumulated some points. So 5 points will get you anything in the store. And so you'll click this menu here, and you can pick through all of the various equipment for your little tiny avatar. So right now I've got like a hat, hard eyes, and an egg on my back. So let's go ahead and exchange something. Yeah, let's have a kissy face. Perfect. And maybe we can go with a something extra stupid. Yeah, that's extra stupid. I love it. And then what do we want to put on our back? Oh yeah! Some sparklies. Oh gosh, I got the duck face going on. And a Wizzy hat. Always got to represent the Wizzies. I think there's like wizard hats here. So we got magic hats. You could have the Sonic the Hedgehog. There's octopuses. Octopi, sorry. Here's the Wizzy hat. I am so cute. And so it'll update your avatar down there at the bottom within a few seconds. Wow, Wogue Zombie, that's interesting. But yeah, Nihal, glad I could help you set that up. Or, you know, if you still have any problems, do let me know. Okay, the music's now too hype. Too hype this time. So, we're now going to go back into the Sandbox Game Maker. And I wanted to show you guys the gallery that I have in mind before we continue here. Halfd0rk, I will go ahead and send that. there's a couple of you that I still need your wallet addresses, so I will send you the relative link. So thank you for asking. So what I can do is type on Twitch here. We'll do whisper at Halfd0rk. I think I need it from Panda Pops as well. So let's see if that link works for you. Yeah, it should. So there you go, Halfd0rk. I will also send one to Panda. Who else? I'll just go through my list real quick. Halfd0rk. So Nick Skull, Tom Voxel, I owe 2. Noble, I owe 1. Go West, I owe 1. I already have all yours. Sparky Snickle, I owe 1. And yeah, that's it. Everyone else either selected. Nick Skull, I also owe 1. Everyone else had redeemed a meme. Froggy Frog, nice try. Not falling for that one. It's not a leap year. Forget about it. You'll get one eventually, Froggy Frog. You can always buy one. 12k channel points. It's pretty cheap, right? Where are you hiding, Panda Pops? Panda Pops, you're the bomb. Did you know that? And now you're dead. Did I just commit a murder? Alright, so here's my social hub. And so these are going to be the murals on the wall. So you'll notice that they are voxelized, and that's because I just brought them into Magic Voxel. But the actual art itself, I use using a 3D modeling software. And yeah, so if you exchange 5 creator coins, I make you a custom one of these. And this is a software I've been using for about 1 to 2 years. And so I really enjoy the, what's the word? It's like dress up. I'm playing dress up with characters. And so this is VVox right here. And then this one's going to be King of Crypto. I don't think King of Crypto has seen this yet. I also made one for Dizzy. I started working on one for Touche. I'm probably going to make one for Panda. But yeah, we'll see. Pretty sweet. Yeah, it's going to be like a mural. So in theory, I might have like this entire wall at one point. But this will be my social hub. And yes, Nervex, of course yours. Nervex. I apologize for not keeping you in the loop as well as others that have already redeemed. But I have at least sent you what yours is looking like. But yeah, glad you guys like them. So it's basically like a voxelized version of a 3D avatar. And so you guys get the sneak peek. But King Crypto has no idea that I made that. Oh yeah, and I guess sneak peek, you'll be able to walk through it. So it'll be like, think like a Plinko machine. It'll probably have like hiding spots. And then like maybe like a maze down here at the bottom. But yeah, it's a work in progress. But this will be my social hub when we finally, you know, have land user-generated content. Oh, Tom Voxel, that's 5 creator coins. So save your creator. You already got 2 in the last like 2 days, Tom. So if you save up 5 of your creator coins, that's what this is. You get one of these bad boys. But for those of you that want to redeem your creator coins, I have a form for that. Does anyone want to redeem their coins? So you can either buy a meme for my stream with 1. Mine. I will gladly send you a form. Or if you have 5, I will send you the same form. So for those of you that are redeeming, I will I guess I could drop this in chat, but I'd rather not, because then random people are going to fill it out and be like, oh yeah, I sent one. But I double check. I always double check. I always sometimes double check. So Solar G, if you had a meme in mind, here's the forum for redeeming. Okay, cool. Well, thank you then. Thank you. So. Back to the testing site. So what we're going to try and accomplish here is we want Monochrome Dexter here, whom I just have to fix a few things. He just has like a wonky like nose booger hanging out of his right side. But what I want him to do is when he detects the player in front of him specifically. So when the player is detected, he's going to kill the player. So the player will die based on this message, kill. We'll do specific, I think. Huh. Ooh. You know, a couple weeks ago we had set up this 3 deaths and you get game over. But I'm curious if we can make another mechanic using this. So message sent on death. We could do player.death. And then we could go into the rules. Add a quest. Don't die. So auto unlock, auto launch, and then ooh, avatar. So if the avatar dies 3 times, we get game over. I wonder if this will work. I'm actually just curious. This is just a quick test. Did I turn on lava? I don't think I turned it on. So if you needed to turn on damaging blocks, that's also in this menu here. Controller, components, and then we have damaging blocks. We'll do lava. And we'll just have an auto kill at this time so we don't have to sit there and wait. Auto kill would be 100. I'm also going to remove my cape and my sword. Oh wow, this character has 753 health. He might be here a while. Okay, so that did in fact give me quest credit because I used the avatar tag. So if we die 3 times, will it end the game? Also, it's respawning me right in the lava. That's weird. Why would it do that? And we're getting victory. We die 3 times. Victory! That's not how games are supposed to work. Actually, there are some games that do that, where it's like, how fast can you kill yourself? I have seen a couple games that are like that. But those are memes. Don't do it. So, yeah. This is, interestingly enough, one way of doing the death counter. However, in the example we did a couple weeks ago, it wasn't like a quest. So, the quest itself, we don't want to track it. And so, if you were dying 3 times, you wouldn't want something on screen that said, hey, don't die. So that's just me pointing out the fact that we did set up something that was a little bit more behind the scenes. This is kind of in your face, in a way. And so, if we have a wait for message though, so this would be player death. So if we receive player death, it would cause us to lose. So we want the message to be defeat, right? Let's see if that works. Twitch is ending the friends feature? What? What do you mean, Bungali? Like we can't have like ad friends and stuff? Paniolo Nate! Mahalo, my friend, and aloha. What up, dude? Thanks, Nate, for the bits. Only interaction in live chat. Huh. I mean, I guess it makes sense for the platform, but I also think, you know, having friends isn't a bad thing. How did they describe their reasoning for it? I'm curious. And so it's funny, I had this mechanic in mind for him, and now I'm trying to make a new mechanic for this. I want to have a number pad. So I have a number pad gem. So this is going to be my defeat gem. I'm just going to put it over here for now. I'll give it an indicator just so I know what it does. That might actually be useful for certain things. Having an indicator to just label what it does while you're testing things. So I might just experiment that for a while. So this indicator will be defeat message. Maybe I'll do M for message. Again, I'm just kind of like exploring some ideas here. Defeat message is on receive. The defeat message is defeat. Sounds about right. And so when the player dies, it's completing a certain quest, correct? So wait for message, player.death, autocomplete, send message, defeat. See if this works right out of the box. Doesn't look like it. Characters were awesome. Ooh, Nate, if you have a link, I would love to see it. If you like posted a tweet, Paniolo Nate. Yeah, drop a link. And this goes for anybody. If you have something you wanted to share with the class here, this is a Game Maker Workshop. I'm your substitute teacher. So we want a message. Let's try defeat.1. Because sometimes that default defeat isn't working as intended. Hey, Lo. What's up, Saged? How it do? Yo, check it out, guys. Nate has created a character. Who is this? Who are you? A chef that was humiliated by being a loser on the Steel Chef cooking show. The main judge became a Hugh after the outbreak, and now the disgruntled chef looks to Hughes as no more than a possible meal in the wastelands. Yo. This looks delicious, dude. And I love the helmet. The cleaver is epic, too. Guys, make sure you like it. Like it. Boom. Bam. Bop. Bada bop boom. Pow. Let's make a gift choice. Top Chef. Bam. Now I have to think of something witty. He means business. I can't think of anything witty right now. Cleave it to beaver. Nope, that ain't it. This guy looks like he cuts to the chase. Nope. What's cooking good looking. Nope. Rusty Iron Chef. He looks cool. I love your blood choice. Because it's, you know, it's just enough. It's not too much, not too excessive. I'm curious what the shield's doing though. It's like watered. Yeah, the lines coming out of it. Curious what that is. This dude looks like he'd like a cut above the rest. Great job, dude. Moving on. So with our don't die, we wanted to do a defeat .1. Ooh, it's a recipe for pepper spray. Ooh, I like that. Making his own. So again, we are trying to customize a defeat message attached to a quest. So when the player dies, it should complete this quest here, causing us to lose the game. So again, we'll go into global parameters, and when the player dies, a message is sent out, player.death. When player.death is sent out, we want defeat to happen. So we'll do player.death. See if that works. So what was going on here? Player.death. I think I was just using the wrong message. Ooh, Nihal. Let's check out Nihal's, everybody. So Nihal had submitted for the Easter contest. So this was a couple days ago, but yo, this is awesome. I like the tail. And so it looks like the staff has animations. The egg is popping out of the backpack. I can see the ears are flopping. I like the tail. It reminds me of Tigger a lot from Winnie the Pooh. But it's a nice costume. And I like the basket. Like, I can imagine that being used for other assets too. Like, think like a potato farmer. Like maybe repurposing assets like these are things I hope you guys are all considering. Is having multiple uses for everything you're making. Yo, this is delightful. I have an idea for the character based off this animation. It really sells it. Great job. Good job. This is one of your favorites? Yo, right? It's got that boing. I knew it, Nihal. You couldn't slip it past me. Good job, though. A fantastic Easter hot air balloon asset. Ooh. Panda, okay, here's a question, Panda. Could they reuse that for this new hot air contest? Hot air balloon contest? Also, how come I'm not getting the defeat screen? So we want defeat. Let's try interact and see if I'll even get it. Give me defeat. There it is. So that worked. I do need some sort of intermittent, like, middleman here. So what I'm going to do that, and this is what I use for a lot of my communication in my games, is I'll use health components that send a message after receiving a message. So this adds like a new notch in the chain of command, so to speak. And so we'll add a short delay. The instant death message will be when the player dies. So the player dies, then this number pad will explode, sending out that new message causing defeat. So defeat.1. We're going to send it to the nearby gems. So this is going to be my gem. So we'll tag it. And it's waiting for that message. Defeat.1. So the player dies, sends out defeat.1. And we can watch this number pad, see if the number pad blows up, and it's not blowing up. So I think in the components, I also needed to clarify something. So we see message sent on death is player.death. We have to send to a tag. So the tag will be NP for number pad. And so now our number pad needs NP. So now it should work if I did it correctly. Player dies, number pad explodes, game over. Boom. So that's one way to do, like a quick death defeat screen. So this might be useful for those of you that make parkour games. So for example, Mead's game, he had he had to run all the way to the top for a minute and 10 seconds or less. And so if you died, it just respawned you at the top. We're not doing parkour. Boat. Dorkbot, parkour. But yeah, so Meads, I don't know if you're listening, but this might be a great use for speedrunning. So like when you die, it's going to auto game over you. And so then you would hit the restart. And the player could immediately just hop back into it. And then they would do the parkour. And that would cause the game over. But yeah, just interesting mechanics, I suppose. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have a little testy here. Well, that's weird. I'm not going to say that again. Panda Pops, that'd be a discussion with others. Ooh, yeah, for sure. About the egg balloon. No rules against it. But if they placed in top 3, then they shouldn't. Interesting. Was your first time animating, says Woke Zombie, but couldn't think of any good ideas. And yeah, Woke Zombie, there's so much friendly competition too. So your ideas and everything you make is, part of the community as soon as it's sent out there. So whatever inspiration you receive, make it your own. Add your own personal touch to it. Because trust me when I say everybody's doing everything. There's so few ideas that are unique at this point, but what makes them unique is everyone's own personal touch. So yeah, just keep in mind, guys, don't copy. Like, no identical copies. Just don't do that. Just make it your own. Motion sensor. Yo, that'd be cool. Bongali, that'd be awesome. I would love something like that too. Where, like a tracksuit. Or like Game Disney's using the leap motion these days. So like, what if, it tracked his hands? And then he could just instantly import that into a Vox Edit asset? Which, one thing I plan on doing, because I have some experience with it and I want to explore it, is exporting my Vox assets, like this guy here, into Unity, and then using Unity to animate them in unique ways. That's something I plan on doing for like cinematics. But again, these are like later down the road. I still have a lot to learn in Game Maker and in Vox Edit. And so thanks for joining me for, this ride, I suppose. Dimension of the balloon, Bongali. We could explore that. So we have 13 more minutes. I think I could speed run this mechanic real quick. So what I wanted to do, let's add this many number pads. Basically like a triangle of number pads. And all of them will have like a detect entity attached to it. Dev only Waygate. Nope. I kind of want to see what this does in the future. So I'm just going to put that over there. What does that mean? Panda, what is it? What is this? What are you? Anyway, moving on. We just want the message detector being a speaker here. Player detected. But yeah, Bengali, remind me after I finish this mechanic. We will totally try and make a fake balloon real quick, just till I get the dimensions right. So what we'll do is we're going to make a player detection. So detect entity. The detection range for these front ones will be 4. And when it's detected, we're going to get that defeat screen that we set up not too long ago. So the message spoken is going to be player death, right? We want to kill the player. What did we set up for that? Controller, components. We want instant death message to be... we could just do kill. But instant death message specifically for the player, we'll do kill.player. And so now we'll go into this detector and we'll do kill.player. And so with that set up, I'll go ahead and remove these other front 2. And then we will make a new row here, replacing these 2. And so these will have a smaller detection radius. We'll probably do 2. And then the last one will be like 1, just in case somehow the player somehow like slips around him. So this one will finally have detect player 1. And so now that we have this kind of like pyramid of number pads, all with detectors on them, I will first go ahead and hide them. And I'll go ahead and rename them so they're easier to find in the hierarchy. So we'll do Dexter number pad. We'll, in the hierarchy, search Dexter, and then we'll just go ahead and parent all of them to Dexter. Eventually. Eventually. Like so. Huh. There we go. So now, if we were to move Dexter around, it would move all the number pads. So Dexter now will kind of rotate. Let's say he's a healer, just ironically. So like, he's a healer. If you get noticed by him, you die. So you can walk around him getting healed. It's kind of funny, actually. Also, he's skidding on the ground because I made his default animation, the like checking his watch. But so if I walk in front of him, I should die. And then we get the defeat screen. Perfect. So I sped run that mechanic. Aren't I amazing? Voxel artist, boop boop boop.
I'm amazing. Voxel artist.
Boop 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 boop. I'm going to do a shorter death delay on these last things, though. See how that plays out. And then with the player, we'll shorten the death delay. We'll try -2. I don't think it matters what number the negative number is, but... So it's going to be instant defeat then. So we walk up, we die, game over. Boom. Perfect. Yeah, let me show you a metaverse guy. And Bengali, we're gonna experience the balloon making process. So I'm saving. I'm gonna go ahead and leave Game Maker here. And so let's go ahead and explore the question metaverse guy asked real quick because it won't take long. We have our keyframes here at the front. So let's say with our T-pose, we they had the wrong kind of animation attached to them. Let's say it was just spun the wrong way. So in our idle here, we can hold down Control and then we'll hover over every keyframe we want to copy. And so generally speaking, you'll want to select the main parent of all the keyframes you need, and you'll control, hover. So control, left click, select, and then release, and you'll have them highlighted here. You'll right click, copy, and then you'll go to whatever keyframes you're replacing. So I went to a different animation. Control, left click, hover, let go, right click, paste. And I'm using F to zoom in. That zooms in on whatever asset you have selected, placing them completely in the frame. But that's how you do it. Ooh, Sebastian's speaking in Twitter. Yes, 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 yes. We should totally listen to that. Do you have a link, Bongali? You're welcome to drop a link for us. Oh my gosh, Panda, I see your shirt. That's epic. I want one. Good, nice, Metaverse guy. Glad I could help. So, I'll be ending my stream soon. I don't know if I should have this. We should listen. I definitely want to listen. So I'll play it on my stream too. Feel free to mute me if you just want to listen to him. Please, please, please do that. See if I can get it working though. It's a little bit low.
Me alone or... Can you guys hear me? Yes. Now.
I can't really turn them up. Also, they're having technical difficulties.
Maybe you want to take over?
That's as loud as I can make them, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like Halfd0rk was saying, we went from pixel art to hyper casual, which was a whole different ball game. We did that for about 3 years, and recently we saw Web3 coming up, and we saw such huge potential in it that we
With my commentary, I'm kind of like multitasking.
to go from hyper casual to entirely Web3.
Hello?
Hey Halfd0rk, welcome back.
Welcome back. We didn't hear you, so we went on. Cool.
Hello?
But it's glad to hear that story, really, of it's really interesting, a journey of someone who's been in your industry for over 6 years. You've been pretty shy about who you are. I don't know if everyone in the audience channel knows Lucky Cat, but you're one of the most indie game studio, and yet you had the visit of Tim Cook himself in your office. You won several awards. Your company has been acquired as well recently by a larger group. So that's a great sign of quality. You've been the best at what you do, and that's been very recognized by Apple itself, Tim Cook himself, and then this company that you joined more recently. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And well.
Oh, and then you can share Panda. Oh well.
Because like.
No, I can act like I'm talking to Seb.
You don't hear me?
No, I hear you, Seb. Seb, can you hear me? Hello?
I think he's having some internet difficulties.
Seb?
You want to take over?
Yeah, sure. I'll take over, Seb.
Come back and you take over in the middle.
Yeah, what can I talk about? So Seb, I am a Twitch streamer over on the Sandbox game. I'm a big fan of your work, obviously. I'm kind of fanboying here. Oh, sure. You can talk. Sorry.
And we're super excited because our first internal IP on the Sandbox is releasing hopefully in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you said, we've been acquired by Fragbite.
Oh, you've been acquired. Cool.
We've been in the industry for about 6 years. And
6 years? Wow.
Is consisting of like very young professionals.
Young professionals, me too.
Young meaning, you know, anyone between 20 and 30.
Hey, cool cuts.
So
What up?
it is a very young and creative team, and everybody is basically open to anything. So we're really trying to search for spaces where nobody has been before yet.
Right, same here.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it
really
too,
means-
right, Seb?
That means like you've been really pushing towards more innovation, more exploration, more risk taking in the way at
Risk taking, yes.
Mm. Is it?
Why can't I
can you
move
tell us
him?
more now? What kind of gameplay is going to be your game about, and what people can expect from season 3?
Totally.
Totally,
for
yes.
Land, we have decided to go with an
Oh, that was a question for
Disneyland-themed
her. Okay,
gaming
sorry.
experience.
Continue,
But
please.
usually when you think Disneyland, we're thinking more along the lines of Fallout, Wipeout,
Fallout Wipeout, cool.
those kind of games. So for season 3, we are starting with a parkour obstacle course inspired by
Parkour
Wipeout
obstacle,
called
cool.
MON-FRI, where you need to get to the end within the time to clear all of the quests.
I was looking for a
It's
ball. I had made a
taken couple
ball
tries
before.
because even our fellow developers who playtested our experience, who are basically professional gamers, they needed at least 2 tries as well. So it's fun, but it's challenging. So we're hoping people will enjoy it. And as for future games we're considering to add would be something like a battle royale or an escape room or Spleef for anyone who's in the Minecraft community and knows that.
Spleef?
And many
I don't know
more.
what that is.
And within the constraints of what the game maker engine will allow us,
What the?
we really want to focus on multiplayer experiences as much as possible. So as well as with all of our ideas that I just mentioned, if anybody has any suggestions that you're like, oh my god, you should make this, please tell us on
There,
Twitter
now I
or
can
in
move
our
it.
Discord because we love hearing your ideas. So that's basically where season 3 is starting with one playable experience. But for future seasons, like I said, we really want to add more experiences that people will be able to enjoy, hopefully with their friends.
Amazing, and it's true. So maybe just taking a little step back here, like the Sandbox current version of the game maker only support multiplayer.
Thanks, Panda. Panda, I learned from you, by the way.
Allows you already to socialize with friends, dance.
Ooh, a dance.
And we're really aware that like people want to do many more things with their friends. That's why we're already working on a new version of Game Maker, which I hope will be ready for production and use around late summer. And
late summer, Seb, really?
All the studios, all the builder in our ecosystem to bring multiplayer gameplay like parkour game, leaderboard, and time-based challenges.
Leaderboard?
Many more things as well that can be done.
That would be very epic,
well
as they say, Seb. Thank you.
Yeah, and we're really looking forward to when these new functionalities are coming out to the Game Maker engine. And as new functionalities are coming out, we will reiterate on our previously built experiences to make them fit all of these cool new mechanics that are being built. And any new experience that we're making will also pivot based on what new functionalities are out. So that's going to be really cool.
Very cool.
Hey guys.
So Seb, I have a question for you. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yes. Welcome
Good
back.
question.
Oh, okay. I'll go. So Seb.
So yeah, like I was saying,
sorry.
we're just really looking forward to it. We're hoping that people will enjoy it, and if anybody manages to break it or has any feedback on it, we're always
no. Oh no,
to our community
I know what you're saying. No.
Any feedback on how to improve it. So please let us know, guys. Yeah, because without a community, we cannot build a better game, right? So you guys are as much
I tried, Panda. I'll get my turn eventually. They won't forget, right?
This is fine.
This is fine.
Can you tell a little bit more as well about like the support our team brings in terms of testing, about advices, and all the different workshops?
Did I not say this?
Maybe talk about like the foundation, like how we've been supporting the production from the
Yo,
go
Galador, what
and
up?
inspiring you eventually with NFTs.
Yeah, totally. So, in our experience, like the staff has like is always available for questions. They answer back super quickly, which isn't always the case when you're talking with other people. Always willing to help. Like I said previously, the tutorials and the
You may be worthy
documentation
of
are
that.
just
Do not
mwah.
prove me wrong.
Thanks,
And
Nate, for the
they are
bits.
super helpful as well. And I
Popped
think
in to
that's
say hi. Thanks,
really,
Galador.
at least from
This
our side,
is a Twitter
whenever
space we're
we
currently
need
listening to.
person-to-person support, it's about really niche, very specific questions. That's just how great
Aloha.
everything
Mahalo,
has been
Nate.
set up ahead of time. The
I
Discord
tried to
itself
turn
as
it up.
well
This is
for
as loud as I
Sandbox,
can get it.
super supportive. You can ask any question, they answer back super quickly there as well. And we have weekly check-ins with an account manager who just is there to check in with you every week and to
Okay.
help you out with whatever you need. So anytime you have a question that you just don't know at that point, you can just go to your account manager and be like, "Hey, how does this work?" And they get back to you within like the hour. It's amazing.
That's glad to hear. Like definitely, my team is probably listening to this now. Like they're glad to hear that, and um, we're here to help. We're here to inspire. We receive every week, if not every day, a lot of project and concept, and that's been the role of our Game Maker Fund and more broadly speaking, the foundation as well to broaden,
What?
to look at all projects and make them come to life and broaden like the kind of experience you can find in the metaverse. So it starts with gaming, of course, but you'll be surprised when you see all the different content and IP that
Create
are
node.
present and will be present in Sandbox. Season 3 is shaping to be the largest season in terms of content, from IPs, from content made by the community and external studio, with the greatest diversity as well. So I'm very excited to work on it with the team at the moment.
Yeah, me too, Seb. So if I could get a word in, I would like to talk a little bit about teamwork.
Yeah, and also as well,
Oh,
especially regarding the
sorry.
Lucky Cat land that we have planned. Did we already talk about like
Yeah, Lucky
what
Cat.
kind of
Go on.
experience it will be, Bente? I'm sorry, I think I might have missed it.
Yeah, so we talked about how it's going to be an amusement park themed gaming experience, and we're
Oh,
starting off
amusement
with
park
our
gate. Okay.
parkour obstacle course, Mount Lucky, inspired by Wipeout. And
Inspired
then
by Wipeout. Cool.
our developers who are professional gamers needed a couple tries before
Professional
they managed
gamers,
to
huh?
finish
I'm sort of a
the
gamer myself.
the time limit to finish the final quest. So
It's okay,
that's
cold
gonna be a
cuts.
fun challenge for people, I think.
Yeah, and also
I'm
like
used to it.
design wise,
I'm used to it.
we also kept hyper casual in mind, right? Like
Hyper
making
casual. Did
sure
he just say that?
you know, it has very bright coloring. It's easy and accessible to a large audience, and we think especially with the Wipeout theme that yeah, everyone can just play
Yeah,
the
they
game,
keep
and it's
noting
very
the
familiar
wipeouts.
to a lot of people to just
I
run
wonder
an
if
obstacle
that'll be a
course.
problem, like
So I think in
copyright.
that sense, it's not as
Obviously not.
you know,
It's just they keep
definitely
labeling it
a
the genre.
contradiction to all the maybe RPGs that are
So what I'm
in the Sandbox,
considering
which
here
are
is
also
having
really cool to
like
play.
4
But
of
like
these.
we actually took a different approach and wanted to sort of like see like what kind of theme would resonate with a lot of people, maybe even with a younger audience as well, to make sure that they have an experience that is very easy to understand. And from my experience as well, when I played it, it really felt like sort of like playing Mario, but like Super Mario 64 or something like that.
So I might want to panel this rather than do what I'm doing.
Yeah, so that's really what we're going for. That just anybody can come into here and play the game, and
So I
even
think I'm
if
going to
you're
try
not necessarily like the best
a
gamer
different
out
shape
there, you can
altogether.
still enjoy it, and it's still going to be like a fun challenge, which is part of what we consider to be like a hyper casual ideology, where anybody needs to be able to play the game and have fun, and for anybody who wants to be a bit more of a hardcore gamer, we still have some more challenge in there for you guys.
Interesting. So you also built like side quests, etc., right? Like the replayability of your game is pretty high.
Yeah, so for this specific experience, we primarily have the time limit, which is a lot more
Time limit.
challenging than you would
Uh-huh.
guess. Because, like I said, our developers, our fellow developers, needed at least 2 tries. I, as a slightly less amazing gamer than the other developers,
Slightly
did
less
3
amazing
tries.
gamer.
So that's really going to be where the challenge is coming from. So we're curious how quick people can do it. I think our record at the moment is one of our developers managed to do it in under a minute. So
Okay.
anybody want to beat their time?
Yeah, sure. I would love to. So if you need beta
Well,
testers, I'm more than willing to.
I've seen some
Oh, sure.
speedrun challenges as well over our social media. I can see
Yeah, speedrun
people
challenges for
put
sure.
a lot of energy to beat those score and time and share their replay. So I can't wait to see yours.
Yeah, it would be fun to have a leaderboard at some stage as well. That would be
Yeah, that's been
really
hinted.
cool.
CyberDragon did mention that a leaderboard would be part of the upcoming update to Game Maker. So hopefully we could all, as a community, start to contribute to
Yeah,
such a leaderboard and share it
ahead
on
of our
social.
experience going live in
Yeah.
June with season 3, we're also holding our first NFT sale for this experience on
Nice.
May 11th.
May
Where you can
11th.
get yourself one of the competitors, which you can see one of them currently as Halfd0rk's main profile picture, to get into the spirit of the game. And we even have some of the gorgeous assets that our artists made to make your own land even more awesome, such as our beautiful spawn point. And we have a color for everyone at the moment for the competitors. We have red, yellow, blue, pink, and green, and more colors will be coming soon, including white, which slight sneak peek because we haven't announced it officially yet, which
Slight
we'll be
sneak
doing
peek.
next week. We're also holding a giveaway of our white contender called Lucky, where there will only be 10 available.
So I'm making a diagonal object. I probably don't have to
So make sure
do
to
what I'm
check us
doing,
out
to
on
be honest.
Twitter to stay updated when it goes live.
I'm gonna just save this, come back to it.
Without that, you're not gonna know, and you're gonna miss out on a really cool character.
Really cool characters. Ooh, okay.
Well, I can't wait to see it. If there's any visual, any teaser, of course, we'll be sharing it, retweeting it on our side. What should they follow over Twitter? Is it better the Lucky Cat Land account to follow?
Yes, definitely follow us on our Lucky Cat Land account, and we also have a Discord. So follow us on both Twitter and join our Discord to make sure you stay updated everywhere. And you can even see little previews of the experience and previews of any future experiences that we will be building. So if you want to put in any input or just stay updated, then follow us both on Twitter and Discord.
Lucky Cat, huh?
Yeah, and don't forget what the crypto
Lucky
community
Catland.
likes a lot. We are also gonna do some giveaways soon, so definitely follow Lucky Catland and maybe be one of the winners of
Good
the
point,
giveaways.
Zumzy. Yeah, that could be a problem. I should save it. Hug Cold Cuts.
Should we leave some question on the floor now? Like, I guess people are interested to learn more, like what it's like.
Thanks for the save, Cold
building
Cuts.
Sandbox, maybe some of the challenges, or just hear from you, like or more ideas of what.
So this is still 6,000.
Yeah, I can do. I think we can do some questions from the audience first.
Yo, King, what up, dude? How are you?
So if anyone has any questions, just press the button to become a speaker, and then we're just gonna accept you. I think we have like maybe 15 minutes left or 10 minutes left for questions, right, Sebastian? I'm not sure how your schedule looks like.
Yep, that's right.
Cool. So I'm gonna.
So we're exploring the size and shape of a balloon, a hot air balloon. It's clear that I'm already over faces with such an imported ball object here. So we're going to explore some other alternatives.
Savvy? Hello?
Good morning, everybody. So I have a question. Do you think that they'll ever come a time where you'll be able to go into all different lands and take your avatars and your gear with you?
Of course, that's the intent, and that time isn't going. It's not that far
Yo,
anymore.
Caratros, what up?
What's called land publishing. For
Bogali, I don't
allow
really have any
you
questions
to keep
prepared
any experience
or
you
in
made with
mind.
Game Maker directly
I think
on
I'm
your
like,
land.
Good question.
Feature we're aiming to have this year.
I'm kind of distracted
Design already
with this
put
project,
the production pipeline.
so I'd just be
And,
memeing, which is
that's
fun.
the premise towards the vision you just described.
Whoa.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you bringing me up on stage. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you.
Next, we have Mr. Toast. Hey there.
Very polite.
Yeah, hi. Good to be here, and a nice presentation and run through.
Yeah, if you guys have questions for
regarding how
Catland.
Good question.
Okay, I'm gonna turn that off, Shrek.
Develop on your
Stop, Shrek.
platform, and if there's any cost involved from Lucky Cat to actually do development on Sandbox. And
I'm amazing.
Hey, yo.
Voxel artist. Boop, boop,
Boop,
boop,
boop,
boop,
boop,
boop.
boop, boop.
And if
Yo, what up, Hot
there's
Chips?
no,
How it do?
cost for implementing on Sandbox, then I mean that's
Did that
great,
help?
but is that unique for Lucky Cat, and why?
Yes, that helped a lot. So that's 1,400 faces. And so if I duplicate it, it does duplicate the amount of faces.
I think I need to take this question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so just to wrap it up a little bit, your question is about like what kind of costs are involved to create
That's a nice balloon.
Sandbox experience. Am I correct?
Said no one ever.
Yes, exactly. Like, can anybody kind of copy Lucky Cat's idea and do it for free on Sandbox, or is there any kind of like setup cost, or like how does that look?
Yeah, so there's no initial cost involved in
I'm amazing.
in,
Voxel artist.
creating an
Boop, 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 boop,
experience
boop.
on for the Sandbox. So basically,
I'll see you, Panda.
Download the game maker and just get
Have a
started
fantastic
and
Friday. I will
start
talk to you
creating
soon.
experience.
5 hours,
So
everyone.
there's no
Dungeons and
initial
Dragons.
fee or
Right here.
whatsoever for
Twitch.
let's say playing around
Halfd0rk.
with game maker tools. So
Big day
if you're
today.
interested, I would definitely recommend.
Ooh,
you
other
just
side of
download it
DeFi
and,
mints. Good. Wow, that's awesome,
play
Hot
around a little
Chips.
bit.
Congratulations.
And then the other question was.
Well, no, that was basically it. Just kind of understanding the
Be there or feel better. Sounds good, Panda.
Following Lucky Cat, it sounds like this is a partnership somehow with Sandbox, and I was just interesting to know from Sandbox perspective. Is there something extra that you are doing with Lucky Cat in this partnership, or do you kind of onboard all projects in the same way, basically?
I think each project is unique in its own way. Like everyone has a different sensibility, creativity, ideas they want to bring to life in the metaverse, and our role is like to be there in support to help them achieve those ideas. So that's the role of the Game Maker Fund, and so far we have over 70 experiences of very different gameplay universe. Some of them have been already showcased in the previous alpha season, but a lot more are coming up. And to the broader question, like you do not need a land.
So this is Lucky Cat Land.
Like just download the game.
This is their project.
You can build. But it's still time or resource, right? So I think there's some builders that started to share a little bit post-mortem or like their feedback as they've been building for close to a year now. I've seen experience being made in the range of 3 months for the shortest one with great quality. Some are made in a matter of a day or two during game jam, but overall planning it 1 month more or less, 3 months more or less, sorry, and I think that's kind of the timeline that it took to Lucky Cat.
Yeah, 3 months is more than enough time for a 1x1.
One last question, if I may.
I made Fungus Mungus in 1 month.
Happening, as I understand it, everybody has to have some sand token in order to mint and to purchase the players. That sand that then gets spent, will that go to Lucky Cat or will it go to Sandbox in the game?
Ah! Whoops. Whoops. What happened? Whoops. 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 There's Panda's new shirt, by the way. Don't NFTs me. She's not selling them. Where's the Twitter space? I lost it. Okay, I found it.
Oh, okay, great. I think that was all my questions. Thank you so much.
Sure.
If I had a question, I'd ask, but it would be kind of generic. I don't really have like a good question.
Let's see. Mini blockers, I think. One that she had some.
But I'm very hungry, so I'm probably gonna be ending the stream soon.
Mini
Here.
blockers NFT. Making a speaker right now.
Guys, I had a look at the video. Fantastic work. Keep going. It's looking absolutely amazing. I'm just wondering about your actual avatars that you'll be releasing. How many traits have you used to create these specifically?
So the way that they're working for Sandbox is that we're just making these ones by hand, just unique as you see them. So, for example, of the red one, as you see it, this is what they will look like. It's a bit different from how NFT sales outside of the Sandbox work, where you have like all of these different traits that just get put into like a candy machine, and you're just hoping
Balloons are
for
hard
the
to make.
coolest one.
Would you be looking to incorporate something like that if you blew up as a brand, for example?
Depends on whether that functionality is going to be available on Sandbox. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sebastian. I don't think that is in at the moment. But if we blow up as a brand, then obviously we'll try looking into that.
Okay, I have an idea.
I was just thinking because you have a very marketable style in regards to how they look, and especially if you multicolored and did extra stuff, like you'd have a really good base idea for a project there as well, which you'd be able to piggyback off your game design abilities and stuff and merge it all together.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I mean, we are working on other projects as well aside from this one. So definitely check out like our other projects as well. But for this one, we're just
So
gonna
everyone,
start
I do have
with
to
what we
get
have right
going.
now,
Is anybody
and if
streaming
that
right now?
functionality becomes available, then we're definitely going for that, because obviously that's just gonna be even cooler, right?
Cyberdragon streaming. Let's go
Yeah,
raid
for sure.
Cyberdragon.
Thank you for your time, guys.
Thank you very much for the compliments and your questions.
All right, just
I
gonna
feel
take one more then.
adopt you will
Is it okay, Sebastian?
That's definitely a serious
it's
question.
okay. And feel free to talk about your other project, like
So
Dogs as well.
yeah, I was just asked
for
if I could
others.
handle something, so I do have to
It's
actually
quite
get
exciting, all
going.
the things you're doing with MON-FRI.
However, thank you
Oh,
everybody
yeah,
for
sure.
joining me today. This has been
I think,
fantastic.
yeah, we just want to focus on like.
And let me turn this down. Spotify up. Thank you everybody for joining. I've had a fantastic Friday. I will be streaming again very soon. 3 p.m. UTC, roughly 5.5 hours from now. I have that link for those of you that wanted to keep listening. Sorry about cutting it short here. I was just asked to help with something, so I'm just going to handle it. Thank you again, everybody. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Stick around for the raid to Cyberdragon. He's currently playing marbles, but he's working steadily on his board game. Hype! Thanks, everybody. Bye! See yas. Thanks, A's. Catch you later. See you, Go West.